Ask a boomer about money, and they will tell you young people spend too much. Ask a millennial, and they will point to a changed economy. Ask Gen Z, and they will say the old rules no longer work. 3 generations, 3 distinct stories. These differences often fuel a cycle of blame. Older generations cite a lack of discipline. Younger adults cite an inherited economy that makes traditional milestones impossible. And the youngest generation often rejects traditional advice entirely. Beneath the arguments lies a core question. If we look past the insults, who was actually better with money? Most generational financial debates rely on a hidden assumption that every generation played the same economic game. They didn't. Financial habits are survival responses to economic reality. To understand why people manage their money so differently, we have to examine the specific playing fields each generation inherited. For those entering the workforce in the mid-20th century, the system rewarded stability. Long-term jobs often came with predictable advancement, and pensions provided a clear path to a secure retirement. This environment made ownership a realistic goal. As these suburban homes show, housing and education costs were significantly lower relative to income than today. The financial strategy for this era was clear: work consistently, save a portion of every paycheck, avoid excessive debt, and build equity through property. Because the system rewarded patience, delayed gratification was a logical choice. Ownership was attainable, and a house served as the primary engine for building wealth. Boomers became legendary savers because their specific economy rewarded that behavior. Asset accumulation was the most effective way to play the game. That reliable environment broke down. As this 2009 graduation banner suggests, millennials entered the workforce during massive economic uncertainty. The old rules began to fail. Housing affordability deteriorated while student debt reached unprecedented levels. As this sign illustrates, entering the professional world became a heavy burden previous generations never faced. Because following the traditional path no longer guaranteed the old outcomes, an entire generation began to delay homeownership and marriage, not by choice, but out of necessity. A new set of survival traits emerged. Instead of a 30-year career, flexibility became the priority. Remote work, side hustles, and frequent career pivots became standard tools for navigating an unstable economy. While the previous generation focused on saving for a predictable future, millennials focused on learning how to survive an unpredictable present. Gen Z entered a financial world that lives entirely online. Market analysis and investment strategies are available instantly on a smartphone, turning the internet into the primary ecosystem for wealth building. Technology removed the old barriers to entry. Apps and social media made it easy to trade stocks and digital assets, as seen in these charts. Yet this access comes with intense modern pressures. Status is measured publicly, and the cost of housing remains historically high. Ownership of physical property often feels impossible. To compensate, many young people are seeking digital leverage earlier than any previous generation. They are becoming investors as soon as they have a smartphone, looking for a way to grow wealth when traditional paths are closed. These different behaviors show why generational financial advice often fails. You cannot judge a person's decisions without acknowledging the game they are actually playing. Imagine criticizing this basketball player for not following the strategy used in an American football game. The comparison makes no sense. Yet generations constantly compare financial decisions, despite the fact that the economic landscape has shifted entirely. The tension between these different strategies reflects a structural change in how we interact with the things we use. The goal of permanent ownership is being replaced by a model of recurring access. Boomers typically purchased and owned products. Millennials transitioned towards subscriptions. Today, Gen Z increasingly rents access to everything from software and music to transportation and services. The math behind this shift is significant. Ownership creates an asset that can compound upward over time. Access creates a repeating expense that expires every month. This shift toward monetized convenience changes the way wealth is built. It creates a gap between older generations who accumulated tangible assets and younger generations who manage recurring costs. Which generation was best with money? The answer is that no single generation mastered everything. Each group developed strengths that matched their environment. Boomers excelled at saving. Millennials excelled at adapting to instability. Gen Z excels at leveraging technology and investing early. While economies change, the principles of wealth building remain constant. Ownership, patience, and discipline are effective in any decade. The most effective modern strategy is to combine the superpowers of all three generations into one playbook. Financial freedom today comes from a hybrid approach. Save with the discipline of a boomer, adapt with the resilience of a millennial, and invest with the technological edge of Gen Z.